Welcome back here as we are not backstage, but we are kind of upstairs from the 60th Grammy Awards. My name is Mike Allen with 95.5 PLJ and Radio 103.9. High atop Madison Square Garden, where tomorrow night, like I said, the 60th Grammys will be in full force. We are at Hackensack Meridian Health Stage 17. With me are a wonderful duo, husband and wife, Marcus and Jean Baylor, otherwise known as the Baylor Project. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
This must be an unbelievable week for you, being we're going to call you local. Just say on your Twitter feed and on your website, it says New Jersey, so you're local.
Yes.
What's it like for the Grammys to be here in New York, not even thinking about that you're nominated for 2?
Well, first of all, I mean, we're an independent label, Be a Light, in which Gene and we paid for our own album. We did an Indiegogo campaign. So to answer your question, it's amazing for it to be in New York because as the label, who covers the expenses? Well, that's us. So we able to just drive up the turnpike from New Jersey. So we at home, we in our backyard.
That's awesome. And being a duo that's husband and wife, to be able to do this together, and on the Twitter feed, you now have, in parentheses, to start your bio, a 2-time Grammy-nominated group.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Now, something very interesting about those 2 nominations. You have Best Traditional R&B Performance and Best Jazz Vocal Album. Now, if I'm not mistaken, for a brand new group to come on to get 2 nominations in 2 completely different categories, I believe you guys are the first.
Well, no.
Oh, my God. No, I'm going to take what he said.
Just say yes.
If he
See,
told
you know
me no.
Just say
look
yes. This is what
I
it's
think
like.
our boy was nominated too.
No, we ain't gonna. Look,
We
we both.
ain't shout
Look
nobody
here.
out today.
We are both preachers' kids, and we're gonna make you the pastor today.
Okay.
The bishop said. He said.
We can't have no lying pastor.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, have a lie.
I think Robert Glasper, he was nominated in both jazz and R&B, I believe.
So you guys being the second
Yeah. I'm
duo
good
with
with
2
that.
complete.
Gregory Porter too.
That's right. Okay, so maybe the third. I don't know.
Let's just call it an amazing feat that these
Right.
2 have an
Hey, man,
unbelievable
How about this? It's
2
our
nominations.
It's our first time.
I love that. Talk to me about that. You guys, again, you talked about having an indie label. You talked about doing this on your own. And you kind of joked about driving up the turnpike coming here, but that's a huge feat to be talking about, that you guys did this all on your own. And now you have 2 nominations. Let's start with the R&B. What's it like just to be with the people in that category?
It is an amazing sense of accomplishment when you look at the 5 artists, and we're one of them, and 4 are like Anthony Hamilton, Ledisi, and Cecile McLaurent-Savant, and Jasmine Horn. And it's like, it's really an honor to be first, just, to have that acknowledgement at that level, the highest echelon of the industry in music, but also to be in a group with our peers where it's like, wow, okay, yeah, we might kind of belong here. So it's a huge blessing.
And
for
I
us.
add this. The other thing is that this thing comes full circle because we both been in the business a little while. I used to play with the Grammy Award-winning Yellow Jackets, and Gene was formerly a part of one half of the Motown duo Jeanne. So they had hit songs and did extremely well. So to do this full circle 20 years later, it's like, oh my God, are you serious? And not just 20 years later, but to do it on our own label independently. Like, man, we just really feel blessed.
And lots of people who go to the Grammys, especially as a nominee for the first time, don't get to do it with their better half. So what's it like being with your best friend and your wife and your husband going through this journey?
So I'll tell you now, he'll come back tomorrow and tell you the truth. No,
I'm a bishop. You
it
can't.
is
He's
a
not going to lie to me.
Don't lie to the man of God.
Bishop.
Don't lie to him.
It is such a blessing to share this process, the journey, and this moment with your spouse, your best friend, your lover for life, your just life partner. And it's, sometimes people do like say, "Golly, how do y'all do it? I don't know if I could do it." I don't understand all of it. I know that we work within one another's strengths, so we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we focus on, all right, you're good at that, you handle this, I'm good at this, I handle that. Like, we really, really do work in synergy as a team. And maybe it has something to do with us both being Libras. My birthday's October 9th, his is October 10th. So we're a lot alike. We share a lot of qualities, but him being a guy, me being a girl, we have those moments where, we need space, and we're just honest
We
about
need
it,
2
too.
hotel rooms
Two
to change.
hotel rooms,
To change.
two TVs, so
Got
he
it.
can watch all the men run around on court in short pants as he wants.
Come on, man, it's called basketball, and it's not short pants.
I didn't know what kind of weird stuff you guys were into. I didn't really know where you were going with that.
Short pants. He watches much ESPN as he wants.
Right, and much ESPN and NBA TV, NBA TV, ESPN.
Got it. We are talking about basketball, right?
We are so talking
You
about
take the
basketball.
Bravo. Yes, she takes the Bravo channel.
I know, yeah, I can watch, what I want to watch. But, we create our space. But it's to answer your question, it's amazing. It is really a huge, huge blessing.
How many years have you been married for?
15
Okay.
or so.
Wow, you see? I'm just saying.
I was expecting him to say the or so.
Oh, we're
You're supposed to
horrible.
know exactly how many years. What was your wedding song?
Let me tell you something. We
Tiffany, remember she said,
boy meets girl.
she wasn't physically there, but we played
Our
her.
family have to
Yes.
call us to remind us that it's your wedding anniversary. It's kind of crazy.
Is that for the first 9 to 10 years, we forgot our anniversary every year until we heard a voicemail and we're like, crap.
Happy
And
anniversary.
he would run
As you tiptoe
upstairs.
home.
Yes, and he would look at me and I'd be like, and I would look at him too and we're like, happy anniversary, babe. And he was so relieved that I forgot, so that totally let him off the hook.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I get you a carrot cake,
Oh
which
my
she got
God.
tired of for
Wait,
8
this
years.
is the funny thing. Oh my gosh. So he's so creative on the music tip and things, but when it comes to stuff like that, like romance, and it's just, oh my God, it's just not his thing. So
Are we going to be okay here? I got to make sure we're not getting too deep.
Because I'm about to say, look here, fellas, don't try to take my wife. I'm the most romantic guy. If you do, I'm just saying.
I'm not responsible for this. We're just talking music. But as you were.
But I'm not that
Welcome to the
romantic
couch.
either.
Yes,
Right.
the couch.
This is like the
Yeah.
couch of therapy. So every year he would like, I'd be in the shower to getting ready or something, and he would run out, and I wouldn't know he was gone until I was getting dressed. I'm like, Marcus, where are you? I'm like, okay, whatever. He would come back and he would surprise me with like flowers, and they would be like, oh, bless his heart. They were like the scraggliest little flowers from ShopRite around the corner. Like ShopRite's like
Actually,
the Piggly
Produce
Wiggly. Produce Junction. Oh my God, that's
Shout
when you
out to
get
Produce
like
Junction, by the way.
a dozen roses for like $5 that last a day, and then like this little carrot cake from ShopRite, and it was so cute, and I so appreciated it because he thought to go and get it for me. He did it. But the kicker was when he did it like for the next 5 years. I was
Well, it's
like,
a thing.
It's a thing.
Hey, it's annual.
It's the thing.
Like,
Well,
babe.
that leads me to the question. So I'm not certainly, we've been talking to Grammy nominees all week. I'm not here to jinx anything.
Yeah.
But if there were to be nighttime after, late, maybe early in the morning on Monday morning, and you might have some hardware in your hands, will there be carrot cake and Produce Junction
It's going to be
flowers?
carrot cake. We coming to your house. But regardless, you know
Pizza.
what? You know what? It's an honor to be nominated. I mean, of course, it's a blessing to win. I mean, and everything. But this has been an amazing run, an amazing experience. I'm originally from St. Louis, Ferguson, Missouri. So to be able to celebrate this moment with family and just in general has been unbelievable. I grew up, Gene and I are both pastors' kids. My family has a church in St. Louis called Faith Miracle Temple. I have my brother here from St. Louis, Dave, experiencing his moment with us. He got me into music. So with all that said, this has been unbelievable. But if the hardware happens, hey.
I don't know about him. I'm going home and eating a bucket of deep fried carbs.
Well, you're going to do that
because
anyway.
I'm still eating celery sticks and peanut
Marcus.
butter to fit into my dress.
Right?
So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to put on my old funky robe and my fuzzy socks and sit down and watch TV and just eat.
So that's what. I'll go ahead.
No, please. You can get yourself in any more trouble
I
if
just
you'd
want to
like.
ask her. That's what the hardware means to you.
No, that's not what it means.
Okay.
That was
What
fair.
are
I
we
did
gonna
ask
do?
what you would
Okay.
eat after in a
Exactly.
backhanded way.
Okay.
That's
So,
fair.
okay, you're going to do
let
some
the bishop
romance,
talk. No. Let the bishop talk.
So if we are
I'm a cheap date,
talking
that's all.
about the Grammys, and now let's go back to the jazz album, The Journey. Is that significant, the name?
Oh, yes. Oh, gosh, yes. It took us a minute to kind of get our footing on the concept. We went the first thing we did was we went to the studio. We had about 4 songs or so we wanted to recorded those. Once that was finished, we said we have no idea how to finish the album, what it's going to be, the full concept. And so we started performing at a club, one of our favorite spots in New York called Smoke on the Upper West Side.
yeah.
It's like a sweet tastemaker. It's a
Blue
great
LED
spot.
sign.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you
Smoke.
I know it.
Yes. And the food is good. So, but through that experience of performing there every other Thursday night for 10 weeks, that was where we cultivated our sound. And that's where we knew what songs we wanted to record to complete the album. But once we, and then so through that process, we were able to kind of cultivate the concept and say what we wanted to say. We knew what we wanted to do was bring all of our influences together on this project. That's why you'll hear jazz, you'll hear some straight ahead, but you're also going to hear a soul element. You're going to hear a little R&B element. You're going to hear church. You're hearing all this stuff within the diaspora of jazz music, and it's a true reflection of each one of us as individuals, as a unit, and we're just kind of bringing all of our influences to the project. So,
and the other thing is that, starting this process, we did an Indiegogo campaign in which we set out to record the record just to raise money, but didn't realize that the sharing and how the campaign went viral, not just here in the States, it went viral all across the world. So even if people didn't give, they shared the campaign, and that really was the foundation of building this whole movement, in which it helped us get #1 on the iTunes jazz charts and #8 on the Billboard jazz charts. And the main thing is to be able to be inspiration to those indie artists, independent artists, or even those that are signed, to put a strategy together, but to know that, man, you can do this. It takes work. We started this in 2013, but this was a strategy, and now we're blessed to be here at this moment.
So just a few really Grammy-centric questions. Again, not trying to jinx anything. Just having a 2-time nomination is incredible, and I'm sure as the years progress, that number will continue to rise after hearing some of your stuff. So I'm very excited that you guys are here. But if you, like I said, if you guys did bring some hardware home, do you know where you'd put it?
Well, first question is
mama's house.
Is Kanye nominated in our categories? I love him.
There's no Kanye.
Kanye, I love you, man. If you're in the house, we gonna dap. You can come on stage. We're gonna do a high five. I love
Disclaimer.
you.
But stay off the stage, Kanye.
It's cool.
Let them have their moment, Kanye.
We love you. No, Kanye, I love you, man. Look
listen.
here. Get at me. I need to holler at you.
Bless little Taylor Swift's heart, because I would have drop kicked that. Anybody that rolls up and tries to catch my Grammy, you are going down.
Oh God.
You started it.
I just asked. I didn't know if you did a jazz album this year.
There's no Kanye in the category.
Okay, I read.
Yeah. So you'd give it to Mama, you said?
I don't know where I'd put it. Probably I might put it there, or we would just, I don't know, maybe we would create a little space in our, I have no idea.
Let's put it in our pastor's church.
I have a perfect place for it, right? I can tell you where it is.
Right.
Keep it away from the baby grabbing at it. It'll be nice. No dust. We'll dust it every day.
I appreciate that.
What about the Time's Up movement and the Me Too movement? I know there's a letter that went around to the music community about if you'll be participating wearing the white rose.
Now, see, they must have not had our address, because we didn't get that letter.
Well, you're formally invited.
But we know about it now.
Yeah, we know about it now.
Kanye.
Right.
It starts with
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I think it's awesome that the music community, and not just music community, of course, the Hollywood community and people are using their platforms to bring enlightenment to such a large group of people. So we're trying to figure out, honest to God, I didn't know about it until I think yesterday. So I was like, what? Wait, now who's doing what now?
Right.
So I got to find me a white flower.
Well, I think we have a ton of flowers here. We could probably get you a white rose.
That won't be hard to find.
Put it in the
Put my hairdo.
Yeah.
So tell me about the hat. Are you gonna wear a hat with your tux?
No, I'm not going to have a hat with the tux. It's going to be, first of all, I got to give a shout out to Mike, the Taylor Edwards, who actually did a special suit, tuxedo for me, who designed it, and my stylist, Alex Ellis. Wait till you see it. I think it's going to be something special for you all.
Well, we're excited.
But of course, we got to talk about Jean's clothes. So that's why I had to.
I'm going to get you ready.
Thank you for asking me
Red carpet
first.
ready? What are you wearing?
I am wearing a young lady named Ayasa Afi. She custom designed a dress just for me. My first sit down with my stylist was basically, I can't be cold. My feet can't hurt. I gotta have it's gotta be warm and comfortable before we look good. And so I got a beautiful black lace high neck, really dramatic sleeves on the top, and then like high waisted with a royal blue satin finish on the bottom. It's pretty poofy, and it's nice. It's kind of grand, but it's still. I told her I need something that, just in case, I can do a cartwheel in.
Yes. I knew what some of those words meant until cartwheel, and I'm all in. I knew some poofy and
she would.
cartwheel.
High-waisted bodice, dramatic sleeves.
Well, I wish you guys all the best of luck. I want to see the two-time nomination to be two-time Grammy Award winner on that Twitter come Monday morning. So I'm rooting for you guys. The 60th Grammy Awards downstairs, Madison Square Garden. Thank you very much to Marcus, Gene. They are the Baylor Project. Check out their music online on our websites. And, of course, you can buy it wherever music is sold. It is the 60th Grammy Awards with Westwood One, 95.5 PLJ, Radio 103.9 live from Hackensack Meridian Health, Stage 17 here in New York City. Enjoy the show, everybody. The Baylor Project.
Thank you all
you
so much. Thank you.